Oh my goodness, everyone's talking about it. What's up, peeps? Welcome back to more news. Everyone talking about the Shotzzy clip going around, which we're going to show you guys as we talk about a multi-time world champion on controller. All right, take it back to the Halo days, world champion. Call of Duty, multi-time world champion. Shotzzy is certainly one of the best aimers in all of esports. I don't think you can deny that. And so rightfully so, he went viral as he tried out mouse and keyboard, something he has tried in the past. I don't think it's necessarily at length, but he tried playing Call of Duty on mouse and keyboard, which is obviously a hotly debated topic, and well, he sucked. Keep in mind, he doesn't have most of his hours in mouse and keyboard, and his lobbies are still probably ridiculous, so keep that in mind, but he sucked, which a lot of people had a lot to say about.
Oh my god, I'm on mouse and keyboard. Fuck! This is gonna be legit proof of why game knowledge over everything, okay? Why are you? I feel like he's walling. And then he did kill that guy, bro. Are you dead ass? I'm looking like Shroud right now. Ah! Dude, he's actually chasing me? Bro, what? Dude, oh my god. Should I run an AR, bro? I can't. Wow. That might be fucking impossible. Is this the chat? Is this how your guys' POV is? Holy fuck, I would lose it. So have I gotten a kill? I feel like I've only gotten one kill. I'm not even trolling. I've only gotten one kill, huh? Yeah. Oh my god, man. This shit is actually annoying, dude. Like, bro, wow. I'm so bad at this shit, dude. It's like kind of concerning. All right. Wow, that was a game for sure.
And if I'm being honest, as a mouse and keyboard guy, did I enjoy watching this a little bit? Did I get a little bit of satisfaction thinking, oh, it's not just me who sucks, it's also the games that stack some aim assist up against us? Yeah, a little bit, okay? But also a tiny bit of me is like, all right, is this really the perfect example to compare a controller to mouse and keyboard? No. This is like all those Call of Duty kids who are like, well, Scump won the World Series of Warzone, then the solo YOLO, right? Like, yes, it is one of the better Call of Duty players in Scump who did win one of the bigger all-time Warzone tournaments, but it was a solo YOLO. There was certainly a chance of luck versus skill in that, and people in Call of Duty love to use that as Call of Duty kids would dominate Warzone kids, which is already an easy argument to make, but they often highlight Scump's achievement there as like a pinnacle where it's not like the best example, right? Like you could easily have Scump or any other top Call of Duty pro go on to compete in several other official Warzone events, like with actual squads or groups, not just a solo YOLO, to really exercise that thought of, okay, Call of Duty professional players are better than Warzone players if they were to lead the CDL. That kind of feels like this situation where mouse and keyboard players are like, well, Shotzzy sucks at it, which means that it's underpowered mouse and keyboard versus controller aim assist, which again, I think I could still kind of agree with, but I don't think this is the perfect example of that. Did any of that make sense? But some of the responses out there, well, they took this to the moon and back. What do you guys think? As people are saying, one of the best pro players in the world tries mouse and keyboard for one match and gets humbled immediately. Just goes to show how uninformed the average controller player is. You have your whole arm, they say, is a made-up thing the internet has convinced people is a real argument. Most controller players would be nothing without aim assist. Aim assist is going to remain broken forever because balancing it would hurt too many people's feelings. This is the best controller player in Call of Duty, but on mouse and keyboard. He says this is going to be legit proof that game knowledge over everything. Proceeds to get one kill the entire match. There needs to be a full rework on how aim assist functions in games. And a lot of other comments, some defending Shotzzy, but most, as you guys can imagine, kind of having that whole hot take on mouse and keyboard versus controller aim assist, and aim assist maybe being a tad too strong. And again, I don't think this is a perfect example. It's just funny when you bring in a multi-world champion who is one of the best ever on controller in multiple games, and he sucks at mouse and keyboard. It's not going to help the controller aim assist debate if this were to happen, you know? But I will say, in my experience in a lot of games as a mouse and keyboard guy, I feel like I'm often getting just outplayed, but also outplayed with aim assist by a lot of controller players. I play Halo, I play Call of Duty. Luckily, CS is just all mouse and keyboard. keyboard, but a lot of those FPS games I play, they do feel like over the last decade, or I should say 5 years, have steadily been more and more dominated by controller players. Maybe that's just me. And then you can also have the argument that these games are meant for controllers only. They're meant to be controller played games, which I can understand. And then I'll always revert back to there is never going to be a game that perfectly balances both of these inputs. Otherwise, it'll be the biggest game of all time. How would you guys even start or begin to balance both of these inputs against each other? Because no one is ever going to be happy. At the end of the day, it's freaking funny watching Shotzzy struggle on mouse and keyboard. And I do think aim assist and controllers are slightly too strong, but that's just my own personal opinion, which varies all across the internet. And do I think Shotzzy would improve, and if he wanted to, could be one of the better mouse and keyboard players and could compete with controller players? Yeah, I do. But he's not going to do that because he's a controller player, and Call of Duty is a controller game in my mind. But what do you guys think about this viral clip? What do you guys think about mouse and keyboard versus controller? And is aim assist on controller too strong? We talked about this just a few days ago. Last week we talked about Shroud and Halo magnetism for mouse and keyboard players. It's seeming like I'm right on that one, okay? It's a pretty nice add-on if you don't mind being assisted in the game, which controller players kind of like being assisted, and I do too, okay? I wouldn't mind having it. Until next time, take care of yourselves. What do you guys think about this one? I'll see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning. Take care.